Hello, everyone. I am Sophia Melone, the Debt Demolisher, here to bring you the tools, tips, and tricks to help you manage your financial baggage the right way. I want to welcome you guys to day 13 of the Bet Your Spending Challenge. Day 13 of the Bet Your Spending Challenge. You guys have been doing exceptionally well thus far on the Bet Your Spending Challenge. I just got to give a huge kudos to everyone who has been doing their growth work. I literally just got finished reading through all of the submissions that came through from your growth works from last night. You guys have been doing great. And I'm just feeling so good. I'm feeling so excited for you guys. And most importantly, I'm feeling super proud of all of the revelations that you guys have been able to have. And then also how transparent and how real you are being with yourself. It is so amazing to see you get vulnerable. It is so amazing to see you face some of the things that you might not have realized in years prior. It's even more great for those of you who participated in the challenge last year and y'all are bouncing y'all stuff up against last year. Some of y'all had y'all conversations and y'all were like, hold on, that didn't even go as well as I planned, but we're just going to keep on moving and move on right along. Some of you guys were saying how much you enjoyed the savings challenge tip, how much it stretched you, the conversations that you've been having around that. And some of y'all have not been too fond of some of the savings challenge tips and exercises thus far. But I promise you, if you just continue to move through day by day, it'll all make sense in the end. But each day, as I've said from the beginning, that each day of the Bet Your Spending Challenge is designed to feed on one another. So it's kind of like has to be done in sequential order. And then, of course, with the savings challenge tips that are rolling out with that, they are also supported one day after the other. But you guys have been doing great nonetheless. We're almost at the halfway mark with today being day 13. It's a great day. It's been a great day, even though it's been a full day, but it's been a great day. And I'm hoping that you guys are having a great Sunday as well. I want to go ahead and say hi to some of the fam that's in the building. I don't want to keep you guys up too late. So that's one of the reasons too why I want to make sure that I get through the exercises, because I realize that sometimes we can get a little bit it can get a little bit late and then, people get tired or they fall asleep or whatever. But let's greet some folks that are here. Coach Letitia is in the room. I'm so proud of you too, Coach Letitia. I saw your growth work. I was like, come on, Coach Letitia. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. So happy for you. So good that you're doing well. So good that you are staying inside of the work. And I thank you so much for your message. I thank you so much for your message, because I did see that in your comments. But Coach Letitia says, we are so proud of you. So Mel, much appreciated. Mama Tish, DDTV fams in the building. Thank you so much. And we are so proud of you as well. Welcome on into this room. Welcome on into this room. The one and only TG moderator in the building. Tony Gaskins is who I'm talking about. If you don't know, let's go. Make sure that you subscribe and join the Blessed Business Tribe if you have not done so. Come on. We got Q Scott in the room, says happy, hey Sunday. Let's get into day 13. Happy, hey Sunday. Let's get into day 13. Hey Q Scott, hey Q Scott, let's go. Come on, hey Q Scott, hey Q Scott, let's go. Come on, let's go. I would do the whole thing, but I can't do the whole thing because we're running out of time. I want to be able to say hi to everybody. Coach Root is in the room. She says, good evening, DDTV family. Hello, Coach Root. So good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you're here. We got Queen Divinity in the room that also says, Grand Sunday, Queens. You already know you better adjust that crown and wear that crown strong like the queen that you are. Let's go. We also have Queen Lisa H in the room, says, greetings, DDTV family, with the good old purple heart, my favorite color. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday to you, Queen Lisa H. And I'm so proud of you as well for all of the work that you're doing. I want to tell you to keep it up. Keep it up. Because you got it. Keep it up. Come on, let's go. I hope everybody's going to be here tonight because we're going to have a fun night on this evening. Sherry's in the room. Happy Sunday. Sherry, I want to also celebrate you because you got caught up on your growth work too. You were not playing when you said you were going to get caught up on your growth work because you showing up big. You showing up good. We got Lisa in the room, says, hey, DDTV fam. Hey, Lisa, so good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I am so glad that you are here. I'm so glad that you are here. I was reading your growth work and I was cracking up laughing because you know you always got something that has somebody laughing and kicking. But I'm so glad that you're here in the room. We also had Coach Sheena here. Says, hey, DDTV fam. Hey, Coach Sheena, so good to see you. Welcome on into this room. I'm so glad that you're here. We have Acacia in the room. Our DDTV moderator in the room says, DDTV fam, hello to you all. She's also saying, Tracy Ann is saying hello. And then we got Coach Jessica in the building saying hello. That's it. Y'all are here. Okay, awesome. Okay, guys, thank y'all so much for being here today. Let's get started. Are y'all ready? Let me see your readies in the chat if you're ready. Let me see your readies in the chat if you are ready, because I'm ready. Now, I want you guys to think back to day 9. So remember when we were going over day 9 and we had to kind of go back and look at our transactions, and we had to go back and look at what we spent in prior years for, whether if it was a holiday season or if it was for a special occasion, whatever the event type was, you had to go back and look at how much you spent. Remember, I was sharing with you all the story about that one Christmas time where I was charged $5,000 on a credit card for one Christmas season, one Christmas year, buying presents for everybody and their mama, when half of them jokers don't even talk to me today. But that's a whole other story that we ain't going to talk about because I already talked about it, but I'm just letting y'all know. So one of the things that I always like to do is I always like to remind myself of what in the world did I spend $5,000 on in one Christmas season? What did I do? So remember I was telling you guys about how sometimes you have to go back and you have to request your receipts. So because this particular Christmas was so long ago, I had to request the statements. So I wanted to just remind you guys of how sometimes we can forget what we're spending our money on. And by utilizing the statements and looking at the statements, what it can tell you. So I pulled my statements out, y'all. I pulled these statements out and I'm looking and I'm like, what did I charge? What do I see on here? I see all of this Dooney and Burke. I see all of these Target places. I see TJ Maxx. I see Ross. I see Macy's. I see all of these different stores on here. Aldo, all of these different places I see on here. But even when I think about what when I look at this statement, and I'm gonna tell a story real quick, because when I see how many times I had a Dooney and Burke transaction on this statement, this is what Dooney used to do. Dooney used to send out this email called the 12 Days of Dooney. And I'm telling y'all, I was a huge Dooney fan. I mean, I still am, but I'm not buying their bags as much as I used to. So they had just 12 Days of Dooney. And every day, and I would wait for it because I'm like, oh, I know they're gonna drop the prices on these bags. I can get a $600 bag for $300. I can get an $800 bag for $250 or whatever the case may be. So let me go see what they got. Let me see what they got. So I will wait. The emails will come out like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I wanted to get first dibs. So every day of the 12 Days of Dooney, as soon as the updates would come to my email, I'll go and I'll check. And I was ordering bag after bag after bag. And there will be like 2 and 3 orders of me ordering bags off of Dooney and Burke because they did the 12 Days of Dooney. And I was so excited about it. And I spent all that stuff on it. But then I started to think, well, what even made me want to be into all of this name stuff? Like, what was it about the Dooney and Burke and why did I want it and all of that? And it took me back to this particular thing. I'm a female that rocks Sergio with the iceberg, $400 purse from Dooney and Burke. I'm a chick with a clothes box, make my own, don't nobody else buy my stock. All these haters can't compare to what I got. Chaps, ruffler, raincoat. All these chicas want to cop. Hey, along with my soft red hair. When I get my stuff done, want to play in it because they wish they y'all could have some. I floss on my wardrobe. Shoes and jewelry too. When I feel they ain't fresh no more, I buy some stuff that's new. Next on the list, you know it got to be nothing but that designer. Like Fendi Sumi, Samoa that do me, Machino. Now you know how I Sabola go, flossing down to my toes. Leave y'all dudes amazed by the stuff I wear. Y'all mind caught in the days. Can't help but to stare. Like Cameron say, what mean the world to you? It'll be my life, my Savior Jesus Christ, along with floss appearance too. What? Y'all, I wrote this rap when I was like 14, 15, or 16 years old. I was in middle school when I wrote that rhyme. And don't ask me how I still remember it to this day. How I still remember it to this day. But I wrote that rhyme when I was 16 years old. I wrote that rhyme in a place where I needed to have the labels. I needed to have the name brand so that I could feel better about myself, because when I was growing up, I didn't have those things. When I was growing up, I had 2 small shoes. When I was growing up, I had the 1 pair of church shoes. When I was growing up, I had the 1 pair of kids. When I was growing up, I had the hand-me-downs. And so when I got to the point where I could make my own money, because I started working at the age of 14, that's what I needed to get. I needed to go to the Neiman Marcus. I needed to get the Dooney and Burke bags. I needed to get the Iceberg. I needed to get the Sergio. I needed to get all of that with my little summer job money or my little cashier money that I was working on the side. Not being wise at all, because I was trying to fill an inner ego or inner void within me. Trying to feel for that lack of self-esteem, or trying to feel for that lack of self-esteem that I had within myself. So it's a powerful thing, and it's a powerful observation that you're able to recognize when you look at what's up in these statements. What does the record say? And for the sake of what purpose? I mentioned before, I spent all of that money, or charged all of that money rather, because I didn't really have the money, so I had to put it on a credit card, but I charged all of that money, and half of the people who I purchased those things for are either no longer in my life, or they are, and it could be by choice or could not be by choice. And some of them, we just don't have a relationship anymore. And I always ask myself the question, like, was it really worth it? Like, what was the value add of my initiative or my effort? And was it even valued? And this takes me back to one of the things that a lot of you said inside of your growth work around how those conversations that you were having with those who you purchased gifts for last year, how some of them didn't even remember. Some of them got a little attitude and was like, why are you asking me this? Some of them was like, I mean, yeah, I appreciated it. Some of them had to think long and hard to figure out what it was that you gave them. Some of them didn't even want to think at all about what you gave them. And I know that that made you guys feel a certain kind of way. It made you guys feel a certain kind of way. But I really want to challenge you guys to not take it personally. Not take their actions, not take their lack of memory personally. Because we know that that's not a common question that everybody would ask after they've been gifted something. So I think it's fair enough for us to have grace and patience with them, but then also using that response as a way to get more clear, to the point, and pinpoint accurate as best as you feasibly can without completely giving away your gift idea to them, by really focusing on the value add and the benefit of the gift that you're planning to give. So with day 13, we're going to be focusing on evaluating the benefits. So based on the items that are on your preliminary list, based on the updated template that you guys got for day 12, hopefully you all had an opportunity to work through your exercises and get your cost estimates done and do your research. I know a lot of you have, because I've read through your growth work. But looking at now that extra column that was in the spreadsheet that I told you guys, don't worry about that last column. Don't worry about the last column. Just focus on the estimates. Now tonight you get an opportunity to look at the value add. So you're going to now look at each line based on the gift that you have listed, and you're going to ask yourself a couple of questions around what will be the value add to the gift recipient. If you've noticed in one of the questions that you were supposed to ask your prior gift recipients, that very last question was, well, what was the value add, or what was the benefit? In other words, what was the benefit of what I gave you to you? Like, how did it serve you? Like, how did it benefit you? Some of you all got some great feedback. Some of you all didn't get any feedback at all for that particular question, which is understandable because of the situation and the dynamics in which you've explained. But thinking of that, how you can take that response of how they perceive the benefit, because that's one thing. We can believe what we're planning to give to someone as a benefit to them, but the recipient may not see it that way. So if you could even think back, if you can, of the gift that you got last year for someone, and one of the conversations that you had with them this year, based on what they said the benefit was to them, that would have given you an opportunity to really see what it was that they appreciated about it and how it actually brought light to them. And that can really get you into really saying, okay, well, if this was something that this person valued, then maybe I need to be thinking along these lines if I'm planning to get them something else. So that way we won't go down the same rabbit hole of getting someone a gift that they're not even going to use. Giving someone a gift that's going to be meaningless because it's going to be an afterthought. It's going to be an afterthought. So how can you begin to think about what the benefit will be to the gift recipient based on the items that you're planning to give? Based on the items that you're planning to give. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the template real quick just so I can show you one more time. And then I can show you that last column. And then I'm going to show you the growth work. And then we will go ahead and wrap up for today. And I want to thank you guys too for your feedback. You guys have been giving me some really great feedback inside of your growth work. So I definitely appreciate that feedback. It's going to allow me to be able to make tweaks going forward for sure. Because when you hear a common response, then more than likely that means something needs to change. Something needs to change. So I appreciate your feedback so much. So the last column here, now for each item that's on your list, you're going to be looking at answering this question. What is the benefit? What is the value add? Or what is the increase that this gift is going to bring to the gift receiver? Because if we think about the question from this standpoint, we want to be able to get people things that they will actually use. We don't want to give people things that's going to sit in a shelf. We don't want to give people things that's going to end up in the Salvation Army bin. We don't want to give people things that we've had an intention to provide in a way to bless them, but it's not what they expected, or it's not really what they intended to get, which means that they're not going to put it to use. So the purpose of day 13 is going to be able to help to teach you how to evaluate the benefits of the things that you are buying for others. And this is extremely important for us to focus on doing, because it'll really help you with your buying decisions and narrowing down on what you're purchasing to, be more intentional with those costs. So let me go ahead and pull up your growth work so that you guys can see that. So your growth work for today is going to be to now update your preliminary list to include the benefits of the gifts that you are planning to give. So that's exactly what I just showed you. And you're going to base it off of the preliminary list thing that you have. I want you to think about, and I want you to document the benefits, the value add, the increase that this gift that you're planning to give to this person, what it will bring to that person during this holiday season. And then when you do that, you're going to add to your list, and you're going to document this thoroughly, because you're going to need this thought process. You're going to need these responses in the days ahead. So reflect on the value add that the item on your list will give to the persons that you're desiring to gift it to, and really focus on what the true benefit is. Ask yourself, is it a true benefit? Is it really? It's going to cause you to do some reflection. It's going to cause you to do some more deep down and thinking, but it's really going to bless you. It's really going to bless you. So before I let you guys go, if you don't mind if I do something special, I said, if you don't mind if I do something special. As you all know, one of the things that I had shared initially from the beginning is that throughout this Vet Your Spending Challenge process, random drawings will be happening for giveaways. And today just so happened to be a giveaway day. So I want you guys, I gotta see if y'all are in the room, put a VYS 13 in the chat. Put a VYS 13 in the chat before I announce who the first winner is for today. But I'm so excited, and let me just share how the drawings work. So again, it is based on participation. As you participate, your name gets added to the drawing pot. It gets added to the giveaway pot. It gets added to the giveaway pot. And once we get to a point, whenever I'm moved, whenever I'm led, whenever I'm instructed to pull the day, I pull the day. And so today is a day, and so a name got pulled out of the hat, and so we get to announce our first winner for today. We're going to have multiple winners, so don't feel like this is like your last chance. No, if you still have growth work that you need to catch up on, by all means, get it in, do your best, no pressure, but I got to see if y'all in the building. I got to see who's here. So are you guys ready to hear the first winner? Drum roll. Okay, the first winner of the Vet Your Spending Challenge is Coach Sheena! Coach Sheena, you are the first winner of the Vet Your Spending Challenge. I'm telling you, when your name got picked, I was like, oh man, this is going to be so good. This is going to be so good. Coach Sheena, you have been doing the work. Coach Sheena, you have been adamant about the work. Coach Sheena, you have been thorough with your responses and your feedback and your follow-ups and your questions and your evidence. You have been going all out during this process. And I am so excited that you got selected today. Let me take my camera off so you can see the whole thing. But I'm so excited that you got selected for today's Day 13 Vet Your Spending Challenge, the first winter. The first winter. It's Coach Sheena here. She got to claim it. She got to claim it. She got to claim it. Whoa, I didn't even say what she's going to get. Pardon my noodles. Let me go back and tell what y'all ready to know what Coach Sheena is going to win? What Coach Sheena is going to win is Coach Sheena is going to win the Fin Switch audio book. The Fin Switch audio book is designed to allow you to be able to see the wealth that you've been sitting on. It is also designed to get you on a path to navigate through the next 52 weeks with financial intent. So this audiobook experience is a 52-week audio book program, and it will allow you to not only gain the awareness, it will allow you to be able to gain action steps, and it will allow you to be able to gain inspiration that you need to keep moving in a positive direction in your finances. The great thing about this Fin Switch audiobook is that it also comes with a resource guide. And this resource guide will share with you additional resources that can support you during specific weeks of the Fin Switch program. So you, my friend, Coach Sheena, will receive the audiobook, Sophia Melone audiobook experience, the Fin Switch, because you just hit the switch. Hey, Fin Switch. Hey, let's go. Come on. Are y'all excited? Is Coach Sheena claiming it? Is Coach Sheena claiming it? Is she claiming it? I don't see Coach Sheena. Coach Sheena going once. Coach Sheena going twice. Oh, okay. I see Coach Sheena. She says, Lord, you know I was on my last rope. Thank you, Jesus, for seeing me. I love you all. Come on, Coach Sheena. Let's celebrate Coach Sheena. Let's celebrate Coach Sheena, and she is the winner of the Vet Your Spending Challenge. First winner. So she won the Fence Switch audiobook. So let's celebrate Coach Sheena. Let's clap it up for her. 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 So that is our first giveaway during the Vet Your Spending Challenge. Please know that there are more to come. And for those of you who participated last year, please do not spoil the bunch. Please do not let anybody know what's coming. Please don't. Please don't. Because the Lord may change some things up and it may not even be the same. Okay? I'm just saying. All right. Okay, she says she's claiming it. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to see. Amen. So, Coach Sheena, you will receive instructions on how to get access to that. So you all are aware of your growth work. Make sure that you go ahead and jump in. For those of you who may need to catch up on some things, by all means, feel free. If you're not sure on what you're missing on maybe some of the growth work, and I do believe I need to go back and send out day 9, because I believe like when the emails went out, the link wasn't included to the day 9 replay. So if you missed the day, or if there was a growth work exercise that you didn't get to get in, you could either email me directly and I will send you what your status report is, because I'm tracking everything. So I know who submits what, when it was submitted, I have it all. So it'll be easy for me to tell you which days you're missing because I'm tracking it on a daily basis. But you guys are off to a great start. If there's no questions, I want you guys to get into deep thought, thinking about the benefits of what you're planning to give based on the items that are on your preliminary gift list. And I do want you to know that if you have any questions with your template, please feel free to send it to me. Send me your questions, or if you're using Google, you could just send me access to your file and I can update it however you see fit. Because I know with the multiple sheets, it can be a challenge, but I can do it in 2.5 seconds. So if you could just send it to me, I could just boop and have it done for you without any problems. Okay, Coach Sheena says, thank you, the Debt Demolisher. This is a hard work, but I'm not giving up on myself. You are a good teacher, and your help and knowledge and enthusiasm is pushing me. Amen, Coach Sheena. This is hard work, but you are doing the work, and I just need you to celebrate yourself as you do it. Look at all of the love that you're getting from everybody. So hold on to that. And everybody else, make sure that you keep coming back night after night, because y'all just don't know when the next drawing is going to be picked. You don't know when the next drawing is going to be picked. And even for those of you who may not be here, because I know a lot of you catch the replay too. A lot of you do catch the replay. So if you are catching the replay, whenever you can, come in the live. But if you have to catch the replay, it's totally understandable. No pressure. Yeah. Just look out for the replay, because you never know. I want to remind you that your financial prosperity awaits you, and so does your financial sanity. You already know what I'm going to tell you to do, and that's what? Get to work. All right. Bye. The Debt Demolisher TV with Sophia Melone.